some of our kings and queens, you know, a lot of our stories, and I mean, I'm talking about reality here. You know what I mean? I'm talking about real people, real events, not nothing just written in a book. I'm talking about real things that's really happened. You know what I'm saying? Uh, so yeah, but that's all I got, man. Uh, Peace to everybody, man. Peace to the Queen Carrie. Peace. You want to say something, Queen?
Welcome to Sankofa 180 degrees. This is a great group. I've learned a lot. I'm still learning. You're all welcome to join us. And I love you, Kings.
Peace.
That's right. That's right. Hey, and E, man, peace to you, E. What's going on, man? How you feeling?
Peace to everybody, man. I'm feeling pretty good, man. Just making my way home from work, man. But always glad to be a part of the discussion, and feeling pretty good today, man. So I'm ready to get it on.
Sweet, sweet. All right, and then we got our brother Gerald Justice. Peace to you, King.
Well, no, peace and fun. I'm happy to be here. What up, Unc? What up, Jamie? E, Sam? I ain't supposed to be talking too much, so
Right. That's right.
thank
That's
you
Yeah,
right.
you already got an extra session in already. I'm gonna give you a call afterwards.
already.
Yeah.
Love to
Black
hear from
power,
you
black
though,
love.
man.
Happy to meet you.
Yeah, man.
For
We love
sure.
hearing from you, Gerald. You already know that, man.
For sure. For sure. Hey, and then we got my brother, our brother, uh, Unc. What's going on, King?
Black power, black love all day, man. Fuck anybody that don't agree. Yeah, so we got the children's things coming up. That's all good, man. And there's a lot of shit ripping off in society, man. But we gotta keep we got my eye, man. And you know, there's a whole lot of balance in that. So I fuck what they're doing. I'm glad to be here, man. I'm glad to be here, feeling pretty good, and glad Carrie's doing good, and he is on, and Gerald and Jamie, man. Thank you again for taking control of the function. Always on time, always motherfucking ready. You know, I was telling some people, man, we ain't missed a week, right? I remember
Right.
laying out. I remember laying out in the bed, even just stretch the fuck out, or press,
Right. Hmm.
couple of times. Right. Yeah. So, this is what we do, man. We just get together, stay together, build together. Right. So I'm ready to get it. I just sent you a joint, man. I don't know what you're gonna show, but I just sent you one too, and you can decide whatever you want to do. I didn't watch all of the one that I sent you. I just sent just something to, as an option. Whatever's good.
Yeah.
I got
Okay.
I got
Well,
about
I don't.
I got about an hour, and then I gotta head to this doctor's house, man.
Oh, you got plenty of time, King, because this right here, what I was gonna show is only 48 minutes, but probably about 45 minutes though. It's only like 45 minutes for
Okay.
real. But again, fam, so I just wanted to, I'm gonna go off for a second. Hey, but listen, man, I'm gonna tell y'all this, man. Like, I just want to, I'm making a statement here for Sankofa, man. I'm making a statement. All right.
Hey, let
Uh,
me just say this too, real quick, man.
Go ahead.
Grenada's supposed to be getting a tornado, or something, not a tornado, a hurricane and shit. So, blessings to the people in Grenada, man.
I say, I say, yeah, that's right, man. So yeah, we gotta, may the ancestors watch over them, man.
All right.
But yeah, so I'm just what I'm doing is you know, uh, making some corrections here, right? The last time I did something, man, I did something on uh called the BK Apologist, right? I did some on dude. We played. We dissected, showed y'all just how crazy the whole thing is. I mean, his claims, right? Uh, I think that was the one that Gerald took off on, right? Was that the one?
Yeah.
Right. All right. So listen, here go another one, man, that I'm gonna do, man. This one right here. This one is, did Jesus bite from Serapis? So this is this is his video,
Oh yeah. Oh God.
huh?
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Gerald,
All
hold
right.
it together. Hold it
No,
together,
no,
Gerald.
no, no, that ain't Gerald. That was Eric. Eric getting him some
Yeah. I know.
grabbing something.
But
Mm.
Gerald get turned up. You know, he don't like that nigga. Excuse my language. He don't like
Yeah,
it.
well, man, they that
I
you
don't like
know
him either.
they well, I mean, I can't. I'm gonna tell you like this here. You know, just because they have a difference in teachings, I don't dislike them, brothers. I don't. Okay. I don't. I don't dislike them. I dislike their teachings. Uh,
I'm gonna tell you, I dislike the brother.
I know it. Gerald don't like him either, man. Right? Gerald don't like him either, man. And I get it, man. It's easy not to. It's easy to. It's easy to not like, to dislike them. You know what I mean? It's real easy. But
But I feel
I
you.
I enjoy. See, if I can get him to talk to me,
Right,
I just
right,
right. If I can get him to talk to me, I feel like, I just, and I get, he does, they talk to me. You know what I'm
right.
saying? We have conversations, right? So we didn't have some conversations, but he won't bring his ass in, right? I think that he's gonna have an excuse as to why he don't want to do something. You know what I mean? Address what we talking about. But anyway, man, I'm gonna get to it. I don't want to, and then we ain't got to watch the whole thing, man. I just want to get an idea of what these dudes are really out here teaching our people. And this is a teaching against what we are trying to do.
Right,
They're
right.
misleading the people. They are miseducating our people, man. And and after this one right here, now I'm starting to think it's on purpose.
Right.
Now it's starting. Now it has to be. You guys gonna see it because you're gonna see how crazy he sounds, man. All right, so look, here we go, man. We haven't seen this one, right? Y'all have y'all seen this one?
No, I passed by it. I was gonna look at it, and then I passed by it. So I'm down.
I know Gerald ain't looked at this shit. I ain't gonna ask him that.
I ain't seen
I know you ain't seen it, man.
Yeah, go watch it now. We barely go listen.
Hey,
Where you at, Gerald?
Gerald
Where
gonna be
you
over
at,
there.
go?
Gerald gonna be over there shaking like a mini bike, man. He gonna be over there shaking like trembling, like well, I want to kill their ass. He gonna be calling them stupid. Watch, just watch, man.
We move
Yeah, I
around.
know.
Yeah,
I
boy.
already know. I already know. He gonna be over there shaking like, well, I kill. Boy, they just because listen, man. This right here is enough to piss you off, though. It is enough to piss you off if you listen to it. Just listen to how like, and then check out their sources, man. That's the thing. There's okay. Y'all go ahead. I'm gonna go. So we don't waste.
You good though, man. You good. People need to know the difference, man. Oh, I'm on mute. Oh no, I ain't. Yeah, people need to know the difference anyway. So, well,
Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Hold on, man. Okay, so y'all ain't seeing nothing yet, is y'all?
Nope.
Right. Okay. So let's go back.
Oh, just watch it.
Into
Okay.
all right. All right. Here we go. Sorry about that, fam.
Did Jesus bite from Serapis? Barakata, all that. You know what I
Hotel.
mean? Hotel. You know,
All right. So
one
there.
of the top shotters of the UA here, riding alongside. Of course, I'm talking about the trouble man himself, MJ Jackson. What's going on, bro?
What's going on, King? Grand Rising.
Grand
Shalom.
Barakata, all that. You know what I
Hotel.
mean? Hotel. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so of course we gotta say what's up to the party people in the chat. We got my man Servant of Christ Ministries on the check-in. We got Tyler Lott. We got Wow all the way from down under. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, if you have not, please share the link, like, share, and subscribe. I'm only a few away from hitting 3,000 subs, so please, just tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell 5 more friends. That's him again. And also, if you'd like to support what's going down in this particular platform, you can hit me on PayPal, or which, of course, you can find the link pinned on the top of the chat. Relation and why there isn't one. And and I've done a video on this already, but I just wanted to dig a little deeper, right, to see if there is such a correlation and why there isn't one. Okay, so now MJ, I'm sure you've seen 1,001 memes about this alleged correlation. So what are your preliminary thoughts about the accusation that Jesus is a copy of Serapis? Oh, and by the way, when I say biting, that's an old school hip hop term, means to copy.
We know what you mean, fool.
Hey, now listen, man. Now I don't know if anyone ever says copy. I mean
Right.
I would right. I say that that's after Serapis is where is came Jesus.
Right.
That's what I say. I never say that there's a copy. Well, and maybe it is a copy. I mean, but
But they're dealing more so with the image, right? When we're talking about Serapis.
well, the images, because the image is the image is the same. If you see images of Jesus and the images of Serapis, but then what he's saying is it's a copy, as if this is where Jesus comes from, is Serapis.
Right.
Now I'm not, but and yeah, I guess some of the shit that I guess you could say that they did, because they look identical.
Right.
Right? I mean, I don't know, but if you listen to them, they're just saying a copy, as if how people say that Jesus is a copy of a czar, right?
Right.
I don't know, man. It's weird. It's
Well,
weird
what
how
you
they
say
use
about that, Gerald? Give us a little sample.
it.
I'll be back.
On the copy part,
On the Serapis and Jesus.
Grandma Peace and it's $50.
The Serapis and Jesus identity.
most at first they were saying Jesus is Hebrew, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a stretch. It's a period in between when you dealing with the Greeks, when they fashion their own concept of a savior, and that is Serapis. The Serapis is built off of a star, not Hebrew. And that makes sense.
Right.
So when people will make the stretch that Jesus is Hebrew, it's a time period where you got to connect that a Saw, R, and R Hebrew with Seraphis. You got to make that connection first. And then from that, you know, you let the chips fall where they may. So Seraphis is older than Jesus because Seraphis is Greek. But
Right.
when you're dealing with Christianity and them borrowing or acting like that shit is authentic, that's where the lie comes in. They try to make Jesus something separate and new and authentic and nobody had never heard before. You got that problem going all the way back to Jesus hopefully around the turn of the century, but you got Arius arguing this shit way back in 325.
Right.
When Constantine is making this shit a real religion. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Yeah,
So you
exactly.
got, all that shit was going on for way longer than we think. You gotta go 300 years prior to Jesus and 300 years after so-called Jesus. That's 600 years of some shit that sometimes we try to lump in real quick, and it's over a longer period of time, is what I'd like to say. But
Right. Right.
they can't deny Seraphim, and they can't deny Seraphim comes from the old ancient Egyptian thing. People got to study to know this. This is what Jabari, when he got into it with the carrier, he was like, "You don't know this? You acting like you know all about Jesus. You don't know about this shit." You know what I'm saying? So, in Asia, mate, I think, even though I didn't see that, without Mark Carrier knowing about the Hellenistic period or downplaying it, then he had to deal with knowledge. He ain't dealing with information. You limited. This is like me talking about Egypt without understanding the mystery school. I'm limited. I might know about some shit and know about the myth, but I might believe that shit real. It's a layer up under that I gotta have privilege to and have studied. If I ain't studied it, somebody gonna kick my ass when I'm not talking about it.
Right.
This is what's gonna happen. But I want to listen to them in what they're saying.
All
I
right.
know you're on
Okay.
the limited time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Eric, what you got to say about that though? What you got to say about the identification of Serapis and Jesus?
Eric might be offline for a second.
He in the kitchen.
Hey, so listen, man. I just for the listening audience, anybody listening, I just want to make it clear that nowhere in ancient Kemetic, uh, nowhere in the pantheon, the Neteru, there's no one named Serapis. Okay, just so you know,
Right.
we don't have a Neter named Serapis. Okay, so just so you not from ancient Kemetic thought. Okay, just so you know. All right, this is a mixture between Osiris, which
Not
that
Osiris, not
is
Osiris.
no. No, it's the
Okay.
Osiris
Okay.
and
Okay.
the Apis bull.
Okay.
This is what they mixed it with and came up with Serapis.
Right.
All right. So it was Osar. Yeah, they mixed Osar with the Apis bull, but they used the Greek name uh, uh,
Osiris.
Osiris to mix up between with the Apis bull, Serapis.
Okay.
Okay, so now the in the ancient Kemetic pantheon, there is no Neteru named Serapis. Just so you know. Okay, this is something that was made and put together by the Greeks that ruled, which was with Ptolemies. All right, was the Ptolemaic era. Just so everyone knows, I just want to just let the audience know. I know the panel is definitely up on that. I'm just saying, I just wanted everybody just because we're gonna go a little farther, and this is the line that they're pushing, that it ain't the Greeks. Serapis is not Greek. That it is ancient
Bless you.
Kemet's Neteru. And yeah, so you'll see what this is, what the line that they're pushing on this, and I just wanted to clear that up. All right.
Right, to bite someone's style is to take someone's style. So that's what they're saying about Serapis and Jesus. But MJ, go ahead.
In my opinion, we've all pretty much seen.
Now again, you heard it from the beginning. This is his opinion.
You're right.
So this
You're
is
right.
these dudes' thoughts right here. This ain't nothing that nothing scholastic. This is just my opinion.
Right.
Pork chop Ray Hagens, give his spiel. This is your circle. I'm getting ready to introduce you to some information outside your circle. and then he'll proceed in his very Baptist voice.
Yep.
To talk about Serapis and Hadrian and all that good stuff. So in my opinion, this is just like throwing anything on the wall and hoping that it stick. And
Right.
this is in my opinion, this argument or assertion is the better word, is it's when they get desperate. I mean, we saw this in the vocab, in the debate with vocab, Serapis.
Right.
Wow. Like, all right. So I mean, this is a desperation attack, and as we'll see as we continue, it has absolutely no warrant or justification.
Pretty much. Yeah, I have to agree. This is probably one of the weaker critiques or accusations or assertions that they make. Like this, I mean, none of them hold water, but this doesn't even have a bucket. You know what I mean? It's like there's no way it could hold any water. But with that being said, let's get into it. So, here's some of the memes, right? The correspondence of Roman Emperor Hadrian, right? That Christians and bishops of Christ, right? That there's the quote here: "I have found to be wholly fickle and inconsistent and continually wafted out by every breath of fame. The worshippers of Serapis here are called Christians, and those who are devoted to the god Serapis, I find, call themselves bishops of Christ." Right? And they put these two photos together, right? It's another one here, right? Saprius Christus, it's time to wake up. And again, they quote the Hadrian quotation here, and this is from Yehukanan, all right? Here's another one here. Serapis and how Jesus Christ was created. Right? So Jesus was created from Serapis, according to this meme. And of course we have this one, right? We got Serapis became the face of this, Jesus, and Count of Nicaea because of this. Don't believe us. Look it up yourself. Which is funny because if you look it up, you will clearly see that none of this occurred during the Council of Nicaea, right? And here's one: there has never been a man that ever walked the earth in human form of any race, creed, or color by the name of Jesus Christ, aka Serapis, right? Serapis. So let's get into this. This is from the guy Serapis, his cult, and the beginnings of the ruler cult in Ptolemaic Egypt by Stefan Pfeiffer. says here, when Egypt became the kingdom of the Ptolemies, they found a 1,000-year-old culture and a flourishing religiosity focused on the pharaoh. In order to establish a stable power base in the country, the foreign rulers had to respond to the needs of their Egyptian subjects, who made up most of the population of their kingdom. For their official public image, the Ptolemies therefore assumed not only the Hellenistic portrayal of a basileus, but they also became Egyptian pharaohs. On the bas reliefs in Egyptian temples, the Ptolemaic kings are depicted during sacrifices to the Egyptian gods as native pharaohs. Right? So you know how they say while in Rome, be as Rome. Well, while in Kemet, right? We're gonna play up the the atmosphere and the religiosity, and we're gonna play the part of Pharaoh, since this is what people in this land were accustomed to. From time immemorial in Memphis, the old capital of the Pharaonic kingdom, the living Apis bull, along with Ptah, was accorded special veneration. Since the period of the Old Kingdom, the cult of the bull thrived in an extremely close religious relationship to the Egyptian pharaoh. According to Kessler, the Apis led, quote, to the merging of the king with the trans-regional king father god, created god Ptah. Right? So we're starting to see a combination of sorts occurring here in their theological framework. With the words of Hobel, we may state that the king, as bearer of the divine office, was theologically related to the Memphite Apis, when it played a significant role during, quote, the royal calendar and coronation festivals, and as city god under king's standard, protected him at his enthronement. Thus, the Apis was a royal god to the fullest extent. So right now we're talking about the bull and how the bull plays a major part in basically MJ.
Oh wow! So we getting the chance to look in on a certain form of syncretism. Each city kind of had its own favorite gods, so to speak, and these gods were associated with the king. I don't have my book on me, but it talks about kingship and the gods, how in different cities like Memphis and other cities within Kemet, I mean, how the king would be associated with the gods. And I think this is important because Apis is a primary figure. And once again, we're already kind of seeing a formation of the combining of a couple of deities to get one. And so I don't want to jump ahead because I know you got more to say on the Ptolemies since they're so important. But just remember this one thing: we saw it with Hermes, thrice great, syncretism and Hellenization. If you don't get nothing else, remember that tonight.
Cool. So, all right, let's continue. Not only Alexander the Great worshiped Apis, but the Ptolemies especially were to become aware of the legitimizing significance of Apis for their power. Thus, they also made particular use of the deceased Apis, that is, the Osiris Apis. According to Diodorus, for example, Ptolemy I donated 50 silver talents to its burial. When it died, every Apis bull was transformed into the deity Osiris Apis. This deity had already been worshipped under the name Osiris in Memphis. The so-called, how you say this, Intella of the pre-Hellenistic era, Ptolemy I and his advisory staff probably then subjected the Osiris Apis to a partial interpretato Graecia. The specifically Memphite deity, however, not given the name of any other known Greek deity, such as Zeus, but Osiris Apis received the name Serapis. So this is where we're getting Serapis from. It's a amalgamation of these two gods. It's the Apis bull and Osiris. When the Apis bull died, for it to be be reanimated, it joins forces with Osiris, and together they form Osorapis or Serapis. Okay, and we're going to talk a little bit about this interpretatio gracia. Interpretatio gracia or gracia or interpretation by means of Greek models is a discourse used to interpret or attempt to understand the mythology and religion of other cultures. A comparative methodology using ancient Greek religious concepts and practices, deities and myths, equivalences, and shared characteristics. So when the Ptolemies came, they didn't impose other Greek gods into this amalgamation of the Apis bull and Osiris. What they did was they gave us their interpretation of this syncretistic deity that already occurred in Kemet. So the Ptolemies did not invent Serapis, but they gave us their interpretatio, their interpretation, right? So you have the Apis bull and you have Osiris.
Now you see this.
Right.
You see what he's doing. You see what I'm talking about now.
Yeah, he tying it in.
He's trying to say that this was so Serapis was a he was already there. So
Right.
what I'm right,
Right.
and the Greeks just gave their understanding of it. This is what he's trying to say,
Right.
right? And I'm saying that there's no Serapis in the ancient Kemetic pantheon.
Right.
We don't see a Serapis.
Yeah, that
Have you
needed
ever
to be corrected.
right?
That needed to be corrected.
Right? So right, but right. So but there is a Sar and there's an Apis. That don't mean that we put them together though.
Right. To make Serapis.
That was the Greeks that did that. He's saying the whole time the Greek period. These are Greeks. These are Greeks. This is not ancient Kemetic pharaohs. These are Greek pharaohs. These are Greeks that's putting this stuff together, right? That wanted something that looked like them because Kemet has something that Kemet, the people in Kemet, right? Which was a Sar.
Right.
Well, they wanted something to worship too,
See
right? But
what they lacking to say too, man, is that you know when the change of rule took place in any kingdom, they enforce their laws and their gods, and he's identifying it as the city was already this way, and so they're just making little shit up to compliment the city, right? And it ain't that way.
I mean, so I mean that's just I just wanted to say that real quick. Anybody else want to say something on that?
No, that's
Eh,
good.
eh,
I knew you was gonna stop there, man. That's real good. That needs to be, exposed. That
Yeah, that's real good.
they misidentifying, misrepresentation, representing, the culture and the
right.
history.
Well, I've never seen in Kemetic Pantheon King. I've never seen it. I've
Right,
never seen them. You know what I'm saying? Uh,
That came
eh,
later.
right. That was Greek. They made him. That was
Yeah,
that was their deity,
yeah,
right? And then they give you his image, which looks like what came after him, right?
right,
All I'm saying is during these different times, there was different people in these areas. And so at this point in time, in Egypt, it was the Ptolemaic era, the Ptolemies, which were Greeks. Then after the Greeks, then you get the Roman period,
Roman.
where the Romans have taken from the Greeks. And then they came up with what? They came up with Jesus. Right. So that's how that works. It's nothing hard about it. I'm just saying at this point, and now at this point in time, when they're putting this together, the Osiris and the Apis, do you think that there's a Jesus anywhere? Is there any mention of a Jesus at this point in time? Remember, there's no Romans at this point in time.
Right.
The Romans ain't conquered yet. They ain't come in yet. So what I'm saying is at this point in time, there's no one has heard of a Jesus at this time.
Right.
No one has heard of a Jesus at this time. That don't come until after they get beat up, and then the Romans come in and beat them up and take over Egypt and take over Jerusalem and all over there in Iraq and all that over there. You know what I'm saying? And that's when you get Jesus.
Right. Even if they use Josephus's claims, Josephus is like way in AD somewhere.
How many years is Jesus been dead when this dude was writing?
Right,
like come on, man.
Right.
Hey, like I'm just saying, man. Anybody else? Talk about it,
Eric,
man.
you want to say something on that?
No, man, y'all covered that, man. It was like beating a goddamn dead horse.
Right. I knew you was going there. Right.
Gerald, you all right?
I'm good.
Okay. Hey, I miss anything? Or did I mess up anything on that one?
You on it? You sure?
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, let me know if I messed up something in there, man.
You good.
All right.
Right. And then when they combine, you have Serapis, as you see here. But then here comes the Ptolemies with their Interpretato Gracia. And this is the Serapis that we mostly know. Why? Because these were the rulers, right? This was the dominant culture in Kemet.
Now he said they mixed these two together, and then they came there, whatever, to Tower Chato, whatever that's called, right? Okay, but who did that? That's the question. Who put them together and then came their understanding of it? Like,
right.
Nah, man, you're not making sense, bro. Like, come on, man. All right, let's go.
So their interpretation of Serapis was going to become the interpretation. But by no means did the Ptolemies create Serapis. This was already done prior to them coming in to power.
No.
All right. So this is their.
You see? You see? Do you see what I'm saying? He's saying that it was already there, and then when they came in, then they gave their understanding of it.
No. The Ptolemy is the one who made some committed Egyptian or what, I don't know what. They made some pretty top flip-flop. Okay? If them priests would have did it, they never would even had it. But you had some of our ancestors didn't die. They supposed to die before they did that bullshit. But they decided that they wanted life. And they succumbed to what the Ptolemies was doing. But when you look up that on Wikipedia, they'll tell you which Ptolemy it was.
Yeah, it was Ptolemy Sotar the
So
first.
far, yeah. He's left and I know their names, so that I don't know what the
Yeah,
fuck he's talking about.
yeah, that's who did it, man. I mean, Sotar means savior. He was on that same thing. You know, come on, man. Yeah. So I'm just saying, man. Yeah, I got him right here. I got him pinpointed right here. I could show y'all. I could put him up. I mean, we put him
Yeah,
up.
put it up. Put it up. Might as well so that yeah,
I
put
could
it
put
up.
him up.
You must got the Kings list.
Huh?
You got the Kings list?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Hold on for a second. Let me get out of here. Hold on one second. That real quick. Um, hold on, give me 1 second. I'll grab it for you for us, man.
I'm getting ready to make a frame for this scroll and stretch it all the way out and always have it out. So next time we'll be able to go to that as well.
All right, hold on. We getting there. Hold on. Hold on for a second. But I'm just saying, man. You know, y'all keep on talking about it. I'm just saying, man. Like we got to understand that there were there were periods of time, right? Periods of time, man. That each culture took over.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All right, hold on. Here we go. All right, so I'm gonna put this up real quick, fam. So when he's talking about the Ptolemies, this is ancient Kemet right here. This is Kemetic right here. All this is Kemetic right here, family. You see this? Y'all
Right.
see my screen, right? All
Yeah.
this is Kemetic right here. All this is Kemetic, right? Right. It's Kemetic right here, man. All this is Kemetic, right? Right. They just growing. They're just growing and growing and growing, right? They're just growing. Then you get, then you come into some periods, right? That you get some, you get some hiccups, right? You know what I'm saying? You get some hiccups, man, and it, you get like little civil wars and things like that. And then you get into the political struggles, you know what I'm saying? But then you get into different people ruling. But when you get down to where they're talking about, all the way down here, look where I'm scrolling. Look where I'm scrolling. All the way down here. This is where he's talking about. This era right here. Ptolemaic era. 304 to 30 BCE. This is where he's talking about. And when they talking about Ptolemy, Sotar, and all them cats, we talking about Alexander the Greek. Remember when he came in, right? That's them, and then after them three in that little Macedonian little period, then came the Ptolemies. Sotar the first. Look, you see how they do it?
Right.
Sotar the first. These cats wanted somebody that looked like them to worship. They seen how it worked, man. They see how it worked in Kemet. They seen how it worked, man. And so they wanted the same thing. They wanted the same treatment. Right. So they came up with their own deity, Serapis.
Right.
Then when you, right, then you come, so this is all Greek era. excuse me. Ptolemy's is all the way down to Cleopatra. All of them is Greek. All I'm talking about Cleopatra. They talking about Cleopatra too, right? And then you get down a little further. Then the Romans they come in and they take over Egypt. And at this point is when they got to start thinking about their deity. And their deity is who?
Jeebus.
Jeebus. That's where Jeebus came in at. But do you think that when they was up here Ptolemy Soter the first, do you think that Jesus that somebody had heard of anybody named Jesus?
Right.
Nah, man, Jesus didn't exist. Didn't nobody even heard of that until this other culture takes over. The Roman period. So that's all right. So that's it, man. But that's all the way at the bottom. Look, we're at the bottom. We can't go no farther. Then we go into the AD era where the Romans come in at. That's all I'm saying, fam. Y'all just got to look at this, man. You know what I'm saying? These are different people. These are not Egyptians right here. These are not Kemetic Africans right here. This is not Kemetic Africans. So what happens here is what they did. Kemet didn't rule no more. They was done. It was over. The rule was over. Right. The African rule was over, fam. We didn't rule no more, man. It was they took it. Man, we could never get it back. We had one more shot at it, man, and that was up here. Somewhere up here somewhere. And brother came in and took part of it and ended up they took it back. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Like that's all I'm saying, fam. So
yeah, that's a good visual.
Yeah, when so when you talking about this was Kemetic, you don't see nowhere in the pantheon a Serapis. You won't see it. So he's lying to you. This is where I said he's wrong again. BK Apologist, wrong again. Right? Again. This is the second one we had to correct. We didn't have to correct for him to get him an understanding of what's going on here. All right, and he keeps on throwing Kemet out there in this time. It's no longer Kemet. When the Greeks took over, they changed the name to Egypt.
Right.
That's okay. That's how that worked, man. That's how that worked. Right.
It's a good description, Jamie.
Right, man. So that's all I wanted to. I just wanted to show that real quick, man. And
Watch
see.
more of that.
Hey, so look, man. We can go through it. I mean,
let's watch a little bit more.
All right, we go a little bit more, man.
Okay, so they it's not Greek. Did he put Zeus or Hermes? None of that. This is an Egyptian deity seen through the lens of Greco-Roman culture. MJ.
Yeah, they whitewashed them. It's really that simple. I mean, and this is what the conquerors would do. I mean, especially the Greeks, especially Alexander. This is Hellenization 101.
Yeah.
Kind of spread Greek culture, and this was a part of it. And so they were simply, I've already admitted on other programs that the Greeks admired the Egyptians for their great accomplishments and great culture. And what they sought to do was, look at it through their lens.
Do you see what I'm saying? He telling on them right there.
Yeah, he goofy with it.
Yeah, maybe he telling him right there. Like, they admired they admired Kemet. They admired it when they came in. You know what I'm saying? When they changed the name and took over, they tried to keep a lot of the Kemetic culture. They said it at the beginning. You know, and when you're in Rome, act like a Roman. That's what the same thing they did when they came to Kemet. They act like they was from Kemet. Come on, man. It works the same way. That's what I be saying, man. We gotta watch these dudes. These dudes doing this on purpose. They doing this on purpose, man. They misleading our people on purpose, man. Like just like this. Because you know, the first thing I would have did, I think I would have looked at the Pantheon and see if I found Serapis in the Pantheon in the ancient days. Not in but in the Ptolemaic days.
Now the Ptolemies were not black.
They were Greeks.
That's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is when they came into Kemet and trying to act like there's a very distinct difference between them and the Kemites, right?
Look at the Greek version of Serapis. This is their version of him.
Of course.
That
Yeah.
they wanted somebody that looked like them.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Right? That's it, man.
Yeah.
What we would, and I hope this is not offensive to anybody. This is just, I'm just doing history. This is whitewashing.
Oh no, this
Hey,
is
he you hear that? He's calling that history he's doing.
Right. Yeah, that boy's sick with it.
He's
Does
calling
he
it
ever
history.
does he ever say his references?
He gave some earlier. Remember on the writings, he'll put some shit down at the bottom, and these people are they're just giving you.
Yeah, they're not our references though, Jared.
No, they're going with these you know, some I guess I don't even know if some of them are Egyptologists.
Yeah.
You'll see him. He go. I mean, I don't. You know, we'll see how far he go with it.
this is a case. This is a pure case
Yeah.
of that, like 100%, 100%. So when people talk about whitewashing, this is it, guys.
Yeah.
This is what whitewashing looks like. Okay, so but now what's interesting, right? So we have the Ptolemies in power. We have their interpretado gracia of this syncretistic Kemetic deity, right? So you got the Ptolemies, you got the actual people of Kemet, but there's a third party here that we haven't discussed yet, and which is the Semitic population that lived in Egypt at this time. What's their take on this whole Serapis thing, right? So let's look into that. This is from. Oh, actually, let me.
Pause it just a second, James.
Actually, I just jumped the gun.
Yes, sir.
So Eric, you see the reference down there? Stephen Pfeiffer.
Yeah, I see it now.
So he's reading the god Serapis, his cult, and the beginnings of the ruler cult in Ptolemaic Egypt by Stephen Pfeiffer. So you see, that's his. This is what he's banking on. This is what he's banking on right here.
Okay.
This is what he's putting his money on right here. Stephen Pfeiffer. Yeah.
Let me keep. So we're still talking about the god Serapis, his cult, and the beginnings of the ruler cult in Ptolemaic Egypt. We see the deity for the first time with his name and the sources since the reign of Ptolemy I, with the appellation Serapis.
Now, what did I just say? We see the deity for the first time with this name in the sources since the reign of Ptolemy I. You see that?
Right. So he contradicted himself.
Listen, man, you gotta watch these cats, man. You gotta watch these cats, man. And they and listen, he just skipped past that. Didn't watch how he play it. Watch.
It's crazy because all this buildup was to
recognize.
Sorry about that. Go ahead, King.
No, that's my bad. I jumped in late. All his buildup was that it originated in Kemet. And here it's saying that the deity first time, which used its name in the source since the reign of the Ptolemies.
So what I'm saying is this is his source, though. This is his source.
Right.
You know, see spaghetti? You know, see spaghetti?
Yeah, we like spaghetti too. I like spaghetti. Yeah, I like spaghetti.
We just asked
Hey,
them.
yeah, oh yeah. No, I'm just teasing. Hey, but you said okay. So let's listen, man. We see the deity for the first time with this name in the sources since the reign of Ptolemy the First. Remember where he was? He was at the very. He was like right after Alexander the Greek.
Right.
Right after the Macedonians, they only had like three or four rulers, and then Ptolemy came in, and he was at like well, he might have been the first, second, one of them, but he was up there, and so we know that when he first came in, he was looking for something to look like him. He was looking for something to he wanted the people to worship, so so they ain't got to worship they ain't got to worship Asar.
Right.
Yeah.
As an original Egyptian name for this deity. The new name Serapis were in all likelihood promoted by the rulers, for only in this way can they spread of the form Serapis and not
Promoted by who? So it said the new name Serapis was in all likelihood promoted by the rulers. What? So I wonder if he's now let's just see how he's using this.
not in the form also Rapis be explained throughout the Okemene. Despite the emphasis of the Apis aspect in the name, the Osiris element of the deity in public and private perception of the cult clearly played the leading role. For Egyptians, Serapis was often nothing other than a interpretato gracia of Osiris. All right. So even though there was a combination of these two deities, when they looked at Serapis, what they saw was Osiris. Okay. So remember, we're talking about is Jesus copying Serapis? Well,
His source killed him. His
Yeah.
own source killed him.
Right. And they don't even see it.
His own source killed him. You see what I'm saying? What I say, if you read, but you got to read behind him because he had, you know what I'm saying, he skipped past it. Like, yo, like, come on, King. Like, see, this is what I'm saying, man. But and then he got these saying something that he's not saying,
Right.
right? Yeah, man. Watch these cats. So that's why I said, man, these cats right here, man. Anytime they try to go outside the damn Bible, man, it just falls apart, man. Even when they go inside the Bible, it fall apart. But you definitely trying to go outside the Bible, man? Are you kidding?
Yeah. All common sense goes to shit.
I'm just saying, he trying to find something. He done found something that killed his little point. Kill his whole little point right here. This killed his whole argument. Just got killed right here with his source. That's it. You, that's it. That's it. Look where it died. We see the deity for the first time with this name in the sources since the reign of Ptolemy the First. And then you go to the next one where we was at. Despite the emphasis on the Apis aspect in the name, the Osiris element of the deity in public and private perception of the cult clearly played the leading role. For the Egyptian, Serapis was often nothing other than the interpretado. So I mean, that's crazy, man. He killed himself. He killed himself with all that, with that, man. And then it says the new name Serapis was in all likelihood promoted by the rulers. Well, who the fuck was the rulers? You see what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
Right,
Kill
right.
him, kill their whole, they kill themselves. And they sit up here like high fiving like they did something. All right, let's go, man. Right?
In pieces, you know, with a missing phallus. His phallus gets created and he gets reanimated, but he doesn't come back to the world of the living. No, he becomes the god of the dead. So is Jesus biting from Barabbas? Well, it's the question again, is Jesus biting from Osiris? And clearly that is not the case. All right. And we could pretty much end the video here. But we're gonna dig a little deeper. Okay. Let me see here. Boom. So yeah, so here's a picture of Serapis. Okay. And you know, they like to throw the Christus in there, right? To make it sound like, you see, before there was Jesus Christ.
Now check this out now. This is before Rome. So Rome don't know nothing about the Rome ain't up on none of this, man. Rome, you know what I'm saying? Christus and all this, that's Greek. Christus is Greek.
Right.
It's Greek. So wow, man. Watch, just watch.
There was Serapis Christus. Now the word Christus from the Greek just means anointed, right? And listen, and this might be shocking to some of you. Jesus wasn't the first person to be considered anointed. I know that might be scary or shocking, but in scripture, right, like Leviticus 4, verse 5, and the anointed priest shall take some of the blood of the bull and bring it into the tent of meeting. Priests were anointed in the book of Leviticus. 1 Samuel 24, verse 6. He said to his men, the Lord forbid that I should do such a thing to my master, the Lord's anointed, or lay my.
Why the blood gotta be from the bull though? Why you think that the blood gotta be from the bull, man?
It was because it was a high priority.
Uh-huh.
Why is he going in the sense of anointed?
Right. Yeah, that's a question too.
Anointed also means Messiah.
I'm just saying, man, the bull is key.
He knows that anointed means Messiah.
Right.
All right. When y'all talking about that bull, we already established the atheist bull. So he's going right back to Timothy.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah, they don't even. But see, they only. But they don't think that they don't think Leviticus is talking about anything Kemetic though.
But that bull is what gonna always get him in trouble. The bull, the cow, that's the one
Damn
that they
right.
whole time been worshiping. You know, all that old bullshit in there.
All right, here we go, man.
My hand on him, for he is the anointed of the Lord. Every king, before he became enthroned, he was anointed or literally smeared on with oil from a priest. So they think by shoving Christus in front of Barabbas, they're doing something, like they're really hurting Jesus somehow. I'm like, every king got anointed in the ancient Near East. We're saying that he is the King of Kings.
But again, even Christus is before Jesus.
Right.
That shit is before Jesus.
Yeah.
Where the hell they got it from? Wow, man.
And Timothy, they anointed our king. with crocodile fat. All that come back. All that gonna come back to Chile.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. They bringing it all back to Kemet, man. When they talking about the blood of the bull, yeah,
That's interesting. They anointed them with crocodile fat.
yeah, man.
And that's when then you're gonna get Messiah out of it more than anything.
Right,
Messiah, Messiah, Messiah. The anointing.
right.
Mm,
That's why
All
Shlomo.
kings, all kings was anointed in sin. And then you'll have on that arm and coming through that black woman's vagina. It has to come through the queen, the leader king. It has to come through the throne.
Right,
Yeah, you couldn't just be no king. You had to be properly birthed. You had to come through a certain birth canal. The mama is really the throne. She let her son hold it.
right.
Yeah,
These
yeah.
these two.
She let her son hold that throne. But she is the throne.
that's right.
Right.
That's right.
Mm.
And then they come along and just kill off the woman.
Well, that's when whenever they deal with Cleopatra, all the way back down, before they was able to take over, Cleopatra supposed to have stayed in the lineage of the Ptolemy. When the Ptolemies came in and did what we talking about, by becoming divine, this dealing with characters makes them divine. Connections to our Neferu made you a divine being. That makes sense? So
Right,
this is what and then they already were saying they changed, but they're not divine. They play with our spirituality to say that they're divine. So then they gotta have queens that these males gotta come through. Cleopatra was supposed to be the last one of the Ptolemy that held off was with Greek and was with Rome. You know, that's
Hmm.
why her name so big. And I know I'm getting off the subject,
no,
but
no, that's still good though, man.
I'm still dealing with that anointing, that oil,
Hmm.
okay, on a higher level. Mhm.
That's right.
When Mary is a virgin, right? Supposedly not such, and Jesus supposedly comes through that. That she's supposed to be divine. That's divine oil been put on his
Right.
head.
Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, that's
Hey
Hey,
pretty
so
guys,
good.
let me.
I'm gonna get off, but thank you, Jamie, and those guys are idiots. This is crazy.
All right. All right. Peace to you, Queen. Hey,
Call
listen.
love.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, listen, man. All I'm gonna say
Much
is
love, much
this.
love.
Uh, uh, you know, this is why I said they misleading our people, and this has to be on purpose, man. There's no way you can mess up this bad, man. Not you call yourself you're supposed to be researcher and reader. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to get an understanding of what you're going against, man. You're gonna lose every time if you don't understand what you're going against.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you're gonna go against the ancestors, you're gonna go against, what I'm saying, you're gonna go against that, then King, man, that's
It's
you got to
crazy.
know about it. You should know what you're going against. You should know in detail. So then what you saying. There's no defense for it. But this is silly, man. This is real silly, man.
falls on the in their face. So but now, like I was saying earlier, right? We saw the Ptolemies, we saw the Egyptians, but how did the Jews deal with all this stuff, this Hellenization? Well, in this article, the status of the Jews in Ptolemaic and Roman Egypt, new light from the papyri by Angelo Sergei. This is from Jewish Social Studies, Volume 6, November 4th, pages 375 to 400. Under the Ptolemies, the military colonists of Egypt were usually considered to be nominally Greeks, although in point of fact, they belonged to a wide variety of ethnic groups. The Jews possessed, in addition to their own distinctive communal organization, but the religious basis upon which it rested prevented any real assimilation or cultural syncretism with their non-Jewish neighbors. Contrary to general belief, even in the metropolitan city of Alexandria, the Hellenization of the Jews was but skin deep, little more than a veneer, and to all intents and purposes, they remain a people apart. So they never dabbled with Serapis, right? There was no syncretism with Yahweh and the Apis bull and Osiris. Like they wasn't having that.
I just want to ask one question. What does it mean when they say the Greco-Roman period? What does that mean?
I don't have a distinct answer for that.
Don't that mean that was when the Greeks and the Romans was kind of like linked together?
Exactly. They were influenced with culture and politics and all that. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I would think, but
So there's no way that you didn't pick up and change some of the shit, but you switched from Serapis to Jesus. There's no way you didn't do that.
That's part of it.
You guys, they were together. They were not like saying together, but they mixed together, man. They was together.
Right. Right.
They you know what I'm saying, a lot of, like Eric said, a lot of the influences came from the Greeks to the Romans.
Mm-hmm. Where else they get it from? Sure.
Yeah, because they show it, right, because because deities, they believe in Hercules too, and Odin and all them cats. They recognize them. I don't know if they believe in them, but they recognize them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So this is what I'm saying. What this dude is doing, man, is just crazy.
At all. Later, during the second, the law of Egypt came to be determined upon a purely territorial basis. The distance between Hellenes and Egyptians, and consequently between Jews and Egyptians, tended in this way to decrease. Nevertheless, despite this growing equalization of civic status, the Jews retained their identity. Very few of them apostatized to become Greek. They did not engage in the Greek's culture or the imperatorgracia. They did not get down with interpreting things from their lens, though they were the dominant culture. So there was no cross-pollination of Judaism, Greco-Roman, and Kemet. Like they were not trying to hear that. If you ever read about the Maccabean revolt, you know how to get down.
Now you hear what he just said?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy how how they just forget about those periods.
Mm, 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 mm.
You know, the early periods. How do you forget about that, man?
Right.
Yeah,
You
gotta
spoke on
forget
the
about it
first,
when you
huh?
try to justify his point. He
I
trying to
mean, but
justify his shit ain't true. That's why he got to forget about
he spoke on the first and second century. Why you didn't speak on that?
it.
Like they like the Greco-Roman period. Why you didn't speak on that period?
Mhm,
You let just X that period right out.
mhm.
You know what I mean? So it's like you could
Anybody want to say something about that?
No. Hey, I'm gonna connect back with you guys in the automobile when I get in there.
All right,
All
King.
right.
Okay.
Hey, we about done anyway, man. It ain't nothing
Oh,
but
this is good though, man. We need to correct these cats, man. You know.
I'm
I
just
gotta
saying,
get up
man.
out of here myself now.
Yeah, it's about time. I'm about done with it, man. I just wanted to show where is really, man. Like they doing this on purpose, man, and it's just it's messed up because you know they giving a misinterpretation of of Kemet, man, and it's just not true, man. He like they working with working with the white man to you know to erase us, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, man, like, these cats is something else, man. So I'm just saying, man. Hey, hey, so look, I'm done with him, man. I ain't gonna say nothing else about him because we see now that I think that this is on purpose. This ain't really no real scholarship and no real. I mean, it's just some silly claims that these dudes is making on YouTube. I really think that you know, and this is the same cat that they're talking about. He wanted to debate Jabari. This the dude that wanted to debate Jabari. Or yeah, you know, like dude, do not bring stuff like this to nowhere. You need to take this stuff down. He got another one. He got another one. Did Jesus bite from Asar? He got another one, man. And he gonna go through. He goes through some stupid man. I mean, man, like unbelievable, bro. I mean, unbelievable, man. Like, where do you get your information, man? Well, we see where you get it from. Man, but you can't even read that right. You know what I'm saying? You bring in sources that's killing you. That just killed this whole argument.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, man, I'm gonna let it go, man. I'm done with it. Hey, family, I just want to let y'all know, man. Join us, man. Next Sunday, man, for the children's book read. Uh, really good books, man. You win a free book. All you gotta do is just come on in, participate, win it, and we'll put your name in the on the wheel, spin it, you win it. We're gonna mail it right to you, man. Free of charge, man. All we ask is you just read the book, the next children's book read. And it's not mandatory. We just ask that you do that. But anyway, man, I'm done with it, man. Y'all want to say something, King, while we close out?
Oh, no, I'm good, man. A good session, though. Good rap session.
Good
All
rap
right, man.
session. I'm good with myself.
All right,
Appreciate it.
King. Yeah, all right, man. Family, hey, so well, listen, man, we out, man. We love you. Peace. Hey, like, subscribe, share, give us a comment. Let us know what y'all think, man. Please do that, man. Let us know what you think, man. Subscribe too. Go ahead.